Hello and welcome to the Bloodybits bonus show. I am your host, Eddie, the Axe Jefferson, and joining me as always, Tim and Candice. How are you doing?
I'm doing very good. This is the bonus show, so okay, good, because I had a little bit of a joke that I didn't know if it was going to be okay to do, but this is one that people are paying to hear. I'm saying that joke. I'm saying that joke later on.
Couldn't be anything worse than is in this movie. God bless the 2000s.
It might be up there because I'm thinking if I heard somebody say this, would I cancel them? And I'm like, maybe I would cancel that person if I heard this joke. But let's see.
Wow, Tim, if you're self-editing, you know we're in trouble.
I know.
So
I've only done like 3 times my entire life.
That makes sense. That says a lot about you. Okay, so we are here on a beautiful Thanksgiving, and we are not alone because we are being joined by one of our favorite guests, longtime friend of the show, 40 investigator. It's Asherz. How are you doing today?
Good. I'm excited to be here. This was my idea, so blame me.
This is my favorite pick of all your movies so far.
Hey, as you guys know, I have exquisite taste in movies, so.
Well, you always bring us a surprise. Like I said in the Discord, it's fun that you suggest a holiday episode.
Yeah.
Still has rape in it. So, there you go.
This is more of a pleasant surprise than the usual surprises that she brings. Usually she recommends a movie I'm watching, I'm surprised. I go, oh my God. Oh, this one, I'm like, oh my God.
This is my third holiday episode with you guys, isn't it?
Yeah. Third holiday. So what do we have?
Because I accidentally
that's right. You jumped into
on Christmas. Yeah. And then we did Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Okay. Now you're the holiday chick.
So I am.
Yeah. So there you go. Yeah, we've got the offensive movie and holiday. That's your two hallmarks here.
That's my shtick. Yeah.
That's a good shtick to have. And what we're doing today, because this is going to be going out on Thanksgiving for all of our listeners, is we're going to be covering the 2008 film Thankskilling. So we put this one up on the stream before. I think, was it last year? It was a while ago. We put this up on the stream and had a good time.
I don't remember at all.
You might not have been there, Tim. We did a live stream with this one, though. Or you were there, but you were in Candice condition.
I could have passed out after that first scene. I could have just been like, all right, that's it. I'm done. I don't need to see anything else.
Tim's tender timer popped out.
What condition my Candice was in.
Oh, God. Yeah, you were in quite a condition, Candice, let me tell you. But we were covering vampires, so I get it. But before we record, I think we should do something very festive. Why don't we all go around the table and we'll say what we're all thankful for this year.
Oh, God.
So, Tim, you just volunteered to be first.
I'm grateful I'm first, so I get to wrap this up real quick. I'm thankful I'm alive. That's good.
That's
happy,
true, yeah.
Happy my cat is healthy. My wife is healthy and happy. So, other than that,
health.
Health. Why not?
Okay.
It's always good to have health, isn't it?
Yeah, that's certainly true. If you can't be mentally healthy, at least you're physically healthy, Tim.
Since I just got over COVID again, so for the third fucking time.
Well, wait. What was your third time having it?
Yeah, the first time I had it. Remember, I told you guys I had it the first time, right when it was getting really bad, and I had it for 45 minutes because I couldn't taste or smell anything for 45 minutes or so. And then they all came back.
That was COVID.
It was. Why would I open up a jar of fucking pickles and not smell it or taste it?
Tim,
I had no idea. And then all of a sudden be able to do it. So that's my first encounter with COVID. And then I had it a couple months ago. I was supposed to meet Mike. He came here to New York, and I fucking caught him.
Oh, yeah, right.
Oh, that sucks.
And then this one, when we went out to Korean barbecue and karaoke with my wife's friends. See, this is what I get for trying to be a dickhead. Because I'm like, yeah, I can go out and hang out at a restaurant and karaoke with 3 beautiful Asian women. What can go wrong? And I got COVID.
They poisoned you.
Yeah.
All right, well.
Yeah, that's what's been going. This whole time your wife has just been slowly poisoning you. You're like, how come I can't taste these fucking pickles?
Come to find out you have heavy metal poisoning.
Yeah.
You got the dark half moon circles.
Did your wife not eat any of the pickles too? Was she like, I'm not going to try them?
No, she loves the pickles too. That's why we have them.
Damn.
Yeah, she does.
Yep.
What about you, Candice? What are you thankful for this year?
I am thankful for my PC and my PC setup. It's been a real game changer and has brought me much joy this year.
Right, so not your family, your computer. That's good.
See, well, she's not drunk like she was last night. If she was last night, she'd be like, my husband, my wonderful kids, oh, my dog, I love him so much, even though he's flapping his ears all the time.
Don't talk about that.
That should be the one that people have to pay to hear.
Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll paywall that one. So, Asherz, what about you? What are you thankful for this year?
I'm thankful for Wanda Lust, who had top billing in this film, and also I'm going to be that guy. I'm thankful for you guys for putting up with my bullshit. So thank you for giving me a place to put all that. So
you're very welcome.
Yeah, see, Pat won't let you do these fucking movies on his show, right?
No,
so you found a place. Yeah,
I snuck one in, and I don't think he'll ever have me back again on his. So he knows better.
Oh, that's what we got to do. We got to start shopping you out to our friends' podcasts. Yeah. We'll get you on the Mustachioed Podcastio. We'll get you on Grind Bin. Get you over there with some picks. Yeah, fucking pollute their shit up. That'd be great.
I will spread out. I mean, like
spreading ashes all over the place.
Coronavirus, right? I will. Yeah, yeah.
Well, I think this year
podcast will be harder to close than John Benet Ramsey's case.
That was so good.
It is one of the best lines I've ever heard, and when they say it, especially for that third time, it's just
so stupid. I have to say, I am thankful for my Xbox. That's what I'm thankful for. I've gotten a lot of gaming fun out of it. How about that?
Ooh,
you didn't get it just this year.
I'm not thankful for my family. What do you think? They're fucking thankful for me.
That's true.
You didn't just get your Xbox. You already had that, so that doesn't count.
A lot of good shit came out this year, Tim.
Yeah, that's true.
Vampire Survivors.
Exactly.
I opened up some of the other levels on that game. Holy fucking shit! I can't get past the half-hour mark where that fucking Grim Reaper comes out. What are you supposed to do?
You're not supposed to.
No, you can kill him.
What?
No, there is a way to do it, but you are not at that level yet, Tim. I can tell you that right now.
I'm looking at this. Some motherfuckers doing like level 140 runs on the goddamn game.
Yep.
Jesus.
I've done it.
Oh, wow.
It's a fun game. So, Thankskilling. Asherz, what is your history with this movie?
Oh man, I gotta say I'm a big fan of this movie. It is. To me, I think this is the best, worst movie I've ever seen because you can actually genuinely enjoy it because it's just fucking hilarious. But I saw it probably, I think like 2 years ago. I'm pretty sure it was the height of the pandemic.
It's Asherz.
It's all me, you know. So I was really into it. I show it to everybody every Thanksgiving. We gather around as a family and watch Thankskilling. So.
It's a great family film.
It is. Yeah.
I should show it to my kids.
I recommend it. Yeah.
I bet your son would love it.
So what about you, Candice? Any history with this?
I've never actually seen this movie before today, but I've heard so many podcasts cover it, and I've seen so many videos about it that I always felt like I had seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it actually, man, this movie had me. It would have me, and then it would lose me. And then it would have me, and then it would lose me.
But the times that it's good. You know what I mean? When it's bad, it's
true.
Like, good. But when it's good, man. Whew.
There are some genuinely funny moments in it.
Yeah, it does some funny things with horror tropes, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. So what about you, Tim? Any history with this
like
one?
Candice, I've always heard of this movie, and I got it mixed up. I thought it was something else.
What could you have it confused with?
There was some. Remember, I said I thought this was some movie that the Grind Bin did, but they did some other movie about some fucking killer turkey, some shit like that. But I was pleasantly surprised.
You're thinking of Blood Freak.
Yeah. Some killer turkey shit. But I was pleasantly surprised. I love this fucking movie. I can't wait to watch part 2 and part 3. I hope it's only half as good.
Oh,
Tim, you're going to have some trouble watching part 2. I'll just say that's a little difficult to.
Is that why I couldn't find it on any streaming services?
Yeah, it doesn't exist.
Yeah,
there's part 3.
Yeah, that's a joke.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
You gotta watch part 3. Yeah.
Yeah, part 3 is literally them trying to find the missing copy of part 2.
Brilliant. I love it. Okay.
I figured you'd love that one. So yeah, I just saw it on the stream and I was like, man, we probably should cover this at some point. But then it kind of, went into my list of things that maybe we'll talk about one day. And then Asherz brings it up. I'm like, oh, of course we have to cover it. I mean, come on. So yeah, no, I'm with you guys. It's when it's great, it's great. When it's terrible, it's terrible, and it's both.
When it's terrible, I think it's pitch perfect from beginning to end almost.
It's got some similar problems to like vampires with all the homophobia.
Yeah, there's a lot of problematic stuff.
Okay, yes. Well, I have written down, it's also, there's two things that you have to remember about it. It is the time that this movie was made, and it is an evil turkey. So,
yeah.
He's supposed to be a bad guy, but what about our good guys that are like, hey, Native Americans, be grateful.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah. So let's go over the credits here. We have written and directed by Jordan Downey, who interned under Wes Craven, not Junior.
Get it?
Yes, I get it, Candice. Like, we think it was a Robert Downey Jr. reference.
Yeah.
Or a Morton Downey Jr.
I'm so funny.
Yeah, you sure are. This guy did this, of course, Thankskilling 3, Critters Bounty Hunter, which is a video short, and another one called The Headhunter. That's about it, though.
All right.
I've seen a movie called Headhunter, but I don't
Probably
know
wasn't this one.
Okay, because the one I watched was like Scandinavian.
No, this is like
another. Candice, that makes sense. Yeah, he directed a Scandinavian film.
Look, my brain is weak and spongy and tired today.
Let's get it, boys.
And the only other credit I wanted to shout out, Asherz, you already kind of pointed out, and that's Wanda Lust, who played Naked Pilgrim.
Yeah.
It sounds like Tim trying to say Wanderlust. Wanderlust.
Yeah,
Wanderlust. Yeah. You might know her from MILF Does a Brother.
My hands Wanda all over it. Must.
Yeah. You might know her from MILF Does a Brother Good.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
Tim's looking it up. Here's another one for you.
I thought I knew her.
How are they spelling brother? That's gonna help me find out what category I gotta find this out.
Right. Well, here's another category for you. Cock smoking grannies. And Tim, she was in Bust a Nut 5 and 6.
Oh
shit! You can't watch that this month though, right?
No, you can't. That's right, because it might have a donut in it. Asherz, if you don't know, Candice's son's trolling her because he told her, hey, Mom, for the podcast, you should do No Nut November.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
See?
And I said, what do you think that means? And he says, where you don't eat donuts.
So then you should have said to him, hey, stupid little boy, how can we do a bunch of movies about not eating donuts?
Don't do Super Troopers.
Yeah.
Don't do Twin Peaks.
Yeah, okay, that's true.
Don't do The Simpsons.
No, those are movies about people eating donuts, so they're nutting all over in Twin Peaks.
Candice, did you tell him what it actually means?
No.
She wants to pretend that he doesn't know what it means.
Okay.
But he's just like...
Fair enough.
Well, I just told him, I was like, that has another meaning, and it's very adult, so don't go around saying that.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
And then he immediately looked it up. If he didn't already know what it meant, now he does.
And he's not dumb, and I'm not dumb either, but I can't prove anything, so I can't get on to him.
He has plausible deniability. That's a good point.
Well, what you should do on December 1st is give your son a donut and say, here you go. You can finally bust a nut.
Oh, my God, yes. And then see the look on his face.
Yeah.
Fucking
in fact,
busted.
Here, I want you to eat this donut in front of us all right here, right now, while we take some pictures of it.
We're all going to eat a donut. You all have to have like a jelly filled or something so you can say bust a nut.
Yeah.
So we're all going to bust a nut.
Family's nutting together.
With the Nutness family.
Control him, Candice.
That's a good point, Tim. Double down.
Yeah.
That's a good way to handle this. So, we opened in 1621, right after the first Thanksgiving, on a titty.
Olden years, yeah.
Just zoomed in on a titty.
I thought the Pilgrims are Puritans. What's going on with this shit?
I should have known better. I started to watch this. Luckily, the kids weren't awake yet. And so I had my bedroom door open and TV faces right into the hallway.
Oh, no.
And I was like, it's probably fine. So I start playing it. And it first fucking scene. First not even 5 seconds. Literally the first second. And I was like, pause, get up, close the door. I was like, I should have known better.
Your son's outside screaming, come on, you're making it hard for me not to have a donut!
So yeah, this is our titular nude pilgrim running around in the woods with her tits hanging out. And a turkey puppet.
Those are like some great 70s boobs, though. You got to give it to her, right?
No, they're wonderful, Tim. They are. That's the point.
She's older, and I'm like,
no, she's a cock-smoking granny. She better be older.
Younger than hers. Her boobs are better than mine. I was very jealous.
Well, she's a professional.
That's
so
true.
She
That's a good point.
Yeah.
She probably sleeps with like a uplifting bra on or something like that.
Probably cryogenically freezes them.
Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, put them on ice every night.
Pause them out whenever she needs them to jiggle.
Instead of Minnesota tits, are these Massachusetts tits? Since it's pilgrims.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are some Plymouth Rocks.
Hey!
And you can cross that joke off your list, Tim.
That wasn't on my list. She set me up with the fucking Massachusetts.
That was good. I like it.
That was good. So this fucking turkey, as if the turkey puppet's not enough, he talks.
Oh my God.
And when I say he talks, I mean he doesn't shut up. Just the best.
I texted you. I said, this turkey is my spirit animal.
Yeah. Right here, Tim and the turkey were simpatico at this moment.
Not for the entire movie, but...
Yeah, because then you text me and say, okay, 42 minutes, 20 seconds in, never mind.
Yeah.
So the turkey says, nice tits, bitch, whips out the axe, and then we get the opening credits.
Nice
so
tits, bitch.
Yeah.
So that's your backstory.
Yeah. That's all you need.
Yeah. We cut to present day Ohio college, right? And I think the group that we're introduced to, they're really just kind of like any group of friends hanging out, your standard salt of the earth group of people.
That definitely makes sense that they hang out together.
Yeah.
Why is this such a big trope in movies where they have groups of people like this that, I mean, maybe this movie's making fun of it, but why is that such a trope where it's like people that you would never imagine ever hanging out together?
Yeah.
There's no way that Johnny is hanging out with that fucking fat guy and the fucking smart-looking Manning brother.
Oh, God. So
I thought it was funny that the two female characters were basically the characters that you created for the slasher RPG.
That's true.
Literally the same thing. It's like you watched this movie, you channeled it when you were creating it.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's just the tropes of a slasher movie, right? So you've got the jock, you've got the nerd, you've got the fat party animal, you've got the promiscuous female character, and you've got the nerd.
Oh, my God. Does she have two brain cells to rub together?
No, she doesn't.
I mean, they really, really went overboard on how stupid that woman is.
I think I nailed that voice when I did it.
Yeah, you sure did. So they're all getting out of college for Thanksgiving break. Because it was like spring break. But everybody in this movie, by the way, nothing more important in their life than Thanksgiving. Like
yeah,
everybody.
People go hard for Thanksgiving. I need to step up my game, clearly.
Yeah, that's my husband. His favorite holiday is Thanksgiving.
What?
He's like
really?
Yeah, he's like a kid on Christmas.
He
absolutely loves it.
What's wrong with him?
All he cares about is Thanksgiving.
Is he a big football fan? Does he like watching the two football games in the afternoon?
No. He just really likes turkey and stuffing and all the food. It's the food.
Okay.
I mean, that's literally...
You don't feed him the rest of the year?
Right. The one time a year Candice lets him out.
He gets the crumbs that fall from my plate. Him and the children fight over it.
It's the one holiday you don't go to Arby's? You cook at home? What?
You just have him chained up in the basement. You're like, all right, here's your food. You just throw down a hungry man's turkey dinner. Here you go. He's like, I'm so grateful. And then you shut the door.
I'm grateful
Next
for
year,
you.
cook it.
Yeah, not cooked yet. Oh, man.
Just keep licking it until it liquefies.
So who's everybody's favorite character?
Oh, mine's the nerd Darren. He's my favorite.
Darren? Yeah, he's pretty good. The mouth noises he's making the whole time is a little upsetting.
Yeah.
Well, that's
the
true.
licking of the hand, yeah.
Yeah, that's a choice. See, I like the fat guy.
Oh, okay.
Same. I like the redneck.
Really? Because I thought that the fucking redneck in the woods was going to be your hero, Eddie. As soon as I saw him, I was like, I got Eddie's hero.
Because it's Eddie's dream is doing what this guy is doing.
I guess that's the thing. I sympathized with the redneck in the woods too much. The fat guy just seems like the guy I'd want to hang out with. So I guess it would be me and the fat guy in the woods. That would be the...
So fuck, murder, kill.
Oh, yeah. Well, first of all, you fuck the turkey, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That turkey knows how to fuck, too, so...
yeah, I'm definitely murdering the jock guy because he's fucking obnoxious.
You mean Hal Sparks? He looks so much like fucking Hal Sparks. I couldn't get him.
By the way, you said fuck, murder, kill, not fuck, marry, kill. So I guess we're just fucking one person and killing two. And then I don't take your pick between the two broads. You can kill either of them. So they pile into the car because apparently the jock is the only one who has a car and can drive everybody wherever they're going. He's like their Uber. Yeah, yeah.
And the soft-sided doors, too. Oh, my God. The fucking Jeep.
Yeah. And so they're driving around. And
I didn't mention the jock's stupid fucking puka shell necklace.
Yeah.
His cargo pants and puka shell necklace.
Hey, it's 2008, okay?
Oh, yeah.
This is a 2008 ass movie, like for sure. So they're all driving around, and Fatty's all like, "Hey, let's all talk about what we're thankful for." He's like, "I'm thankful for Darren's mom's poon."
Yeah,
being so wet.
I like the girl in the front. She's all like, "Hey, come on now, let's be real here." So then they all go around and they talk about what they're all thankful for. And this is the first instance of the her legs are harder to shut than the John Benet Ramsey case joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she says, "What's a poon?"
Yeah.
Oh, no, you skipped over a thing. Because first she says, "What's a poon?" And everybody's like, "Oh, blah, blah, blah." And then that's when the smart Manning brother says, "I'm going to go buck wild. I'm going to skinny dip without any clothes on. And I'm going to have sex with somebody in this car."
Oh, yeah. Ghost riding the whip.
Oh, God. Yeah. And she's all like, the prudish girl is like, "Well, it's not going to be me." And then the other one is like, "Yeah, not me either." And then, then the joke is, "Oh, it'll probably be you because your legs are harder to shut than the John Benet Ramsey case." Which is funnier every time you say it.
Yeah, it is.
It
is such a great fucking line.
It's great because it's such a contrived punchline, but they get to it 3 times in the fucking
It works every single time.
Yeah. So then we cut to the hick out in with the shack in the middle of the woods and his dog, who goes off and pees on a.
What did you think this dog's name was, by the way? Because I had to watch it with subtitles to get the name, and I'm still not even sure if it's right.
Was it Flashy?
Yeah, I thought he was saying Lassie.
Yeah.
Flashy.
Because it's a Lassie dog, right?
It is a Lassie dog, yeah.
Yeah, no, I think it was Flashy, but it did sound like he was saying Lassie. Anyhow, Lassie.
I was thinking maybe he was calling him Fashy, like fascist.
God,
that also makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So you think he's like one of those bleeding heart liberal hillbillies, Tim?
No,
such a large contingent.
No, he beats his dog, and that's why he named it Fashy.
No. Well, you can punch Nazis, so that's okay. So the dog goes off we get an idea about the fucking dog's politics here real quick because it walks over and it pees on a Native American totem.
Here's your one chance, Flashy, don't let me down. Aw.
But it looks more like a souvenir that you'd get at like a Indian casino gift
Harris
shop.
Casino.
Yeah.
It did look pretty new. It didn't even it didn't have any sun fading or anything at all like that. So
Yeah, this wakes up the turkey. It's like, oh fuck!
Oh,
fuck.
yeah.
There's an earthquake. There's a thunder boom.
Yep. Dog
And it-
pee resurrection is always a winner in my book.
And the turkey sounds like when it wakes up. It sounds like what I imagine Tim sounds like waking up every morning. Ah, fuck, shit, piss.
Pissed off.
That's why I'm sorry, except for a couple parts, I love this fucking turkey.
I did too. He's my favorite character. That's my favorite character is Turkey.
Yeah, he's pretty
If we
good.
could get this turkey and Freddy Krueger matched up together in a movie, chef's
God.
kiss.
Oh,
So you
Battle
get-
of the Wits.
Turkey, Freddy, Chucky, and the nail gun killer from Nail Gun Massacre.
Scary Terry.
There'll be no killings, just be all fucking one-liners.
Yeah, it would just be an improv comedy show. Is all it would be. So yeah, the fucking turkey kills the dog. Then we cut to, and this got probably too hard of a laugh out of me. We cut to the sheriff with the bad taped on mustache.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh my god.
And Asherz, here's your in on the Mustachioed podcast, yo.
That's right. He just needs to have a mustache.
Yep.
Does he not? He never actually said it had to be a real mustache, even
That's
something
right.
that resembled a real mustache.
He takes
This is like somebody took 2 fucking frames of film out of the camera and taped it underneath his nose.
It looked terrible. It did. So he takes a big drink out of a cup of coffee. He's like, what the hell? Did you shit in this? His wife walks up to him and says, as a matter of fact, I did. Shakes the coffee pot with 2 turds floating in it.
Yeah.
and I have to ask, did she bring the turds into the coffee pot, or did she bring the coffee pot into the bathroom?
I'm hoping she brought the coffee pot into the bathroom. I mean, come on. No reason for her to get her hands dirty.
Was she squatting on the pot?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, she had to have been, man. And so, okay,
Yeah,
so
shit, to get off the coffee pot.
Shit. But the fact that, like, first of all, it's just the line that a sheriff says in his, in a horror movie. God, this coffee tastes like shit, So, and I also love that she waited for this moment in this delivery method to tell him she wants a divorce.
And she's just like, alrighty then. And she just walks out. And I'm wondering, is this a movie that gave all these cops the idea to claim that fast food restaurants are like putting shit into their coffee and fucking with their food? And then later on finding out that it was the cops who did it just for like sympathy?
Could have been Super Troopers.
One thing that I noticed about the coffee pot with shit in it is that it's almost gone. So who was
Yeah.
drinking?
No. She made it really strong. Instead of putting 2 cups of water in, she only put 1 cup of water in it. So it's like really fucking strong
That makes
coffee
sense.
shit.
Another thing I appreciate about the scene is the fact that those 2 actors just
Yeah.
look like someone's parents. It's clearly
Yeah.
like the director's parents, and
Yeah.
he got him to say those lines, and I love it.
But then what's funny is that sheriff, we're going to stick with him through the majority of the movie.
Oh yeah.
And the most embarrassing shit goes on with him, which is fucking great. The outfit he's in later, oh my God, so good. So yeah, she's like, I want a divorce. He's like, well, fuck. So
Which, by the way, I just want to say, especially because it's behind the paywall, this is how I picture my friend Val's looking.
oh yeah,
Oh yeah, makes sense. The mustache, the receding hairline, the no lips. Cops never have
sitting-
lips.
having breakfast with his fucking badge on.
yeah. So he gets on the phone. He calls his daughter, who's one of the members of the group. The
blonde chick, right?
The nerdy chick, yeah.
Yeah,
so
not the dumb slut.
Right. So he's like, hey, I think her name was, what was it, Catherine? Something like that.
Well, hold on. I'm going to interrupt
Kristen.
real quick. Before we get much further into this, should we make this a drinking game for the audience? You take a shot every time there's a horror trope.
Oh God, we would die.
Candice is already like, oof.
Well,
Only thing
yeah,
I'm drinking
She already
today
gets
is
too much
coffee.
alcohol.
yeah. I, you know what? Because okay, well, first of all, let's come up with a Thanksgiving cocktail here. Right, we'll give you a mixer or a drink or something. Off the top of my head, how about we get some some spiced cider with a little rum in it? Then so then it's not you can kind of meter how strong the drink is, right?
Sure.
Shouldn't it be something foul tasting?
Something tastes like shit.
Yeah.
And then you for the
Stumped
stir instead of a cocktail.
Eddie groaned at that. Eddie groaned at that, and Candice.
Yeah,
just
no, I got it,
over.
Tim. I got the foul joke.
Just straight up take a shot of gravy, and it's your choice if you want to put alcohol in it or not. But take a shot of gravy every time there's a horror movie trope.
How about this? But if you want to play in hard mode, it's a shot of wild turkey.
There you go.
That.
Okay, so we'll go with that. So what trope are we in this scene you wanted to point out?
Oh, one of the characters having a sheriff dad.
Yep, perfect. Right. So, he's all like, hey, just wanted to check in on you. Let me know when you get where you're going. I have to get dressed for the policeman's Thanksgiving ball.
Oh.
Thanksgiving's a big holiday, man.
I guess. So she's like, I love you too. Bye. Click, hangs up. Cut to their car explodes. Take a shot. Well, it doesn't explode, but, we get the...
It breaks down in the middle of the woods, yes.
We get the dry ice-looking smoke from under the hood. And I like they're all looking at the car. Like it looks like it's on fire. And dumbass Allie's like, so you think it's a flat tire? They're like, no. So Billy's like, look, man, we got lemons. Let's make some lemonade here. We got tents. We got some beer. Let's go party. And Allie's like, yeah, and then maybe I'll get drunk and you can look under my hood. Ew.
Yeah, she's really sweating on him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She wants to hook up. Well, everybody wants to fuck him. Right?
That's true, yeah, because the Manning guy has got the hots for him, too.
Yeah.
Can you blame them?
Yep.
Did you see that puka shell necklace?
That muscle, that weapon of mass destruction.
Oh, yeah.
Those cargo shorts.
Do you
I mean,
see
come
what
on.
he drives?
Yeah. The soft shell Jeep. Yeah. Fucking beautiful. So they start making their way up to set up their camp. And along the way, Darren, our buddy, the nerd, finds a sign that says Crawberg. So he makes his way over to the camp. He's like, guys, I found this sign that says Crawberg. Let me tell you a story about this old pilgrim. And he says the guy's last name, and Billy's like, oh, that's my last name. He's like, yeah, it's probably your ancestor. Anyhow,
I never thought to mention it to you before, but now, yeah, that's right. That's your great father.
Yeah. Now that you mention it, yeah, let's talk about that.
And by the way, that means that even with all your football attributes, you're probably not getting out of this town either.
By the way, this is supposed to be Ohio, and they're pilgrims?
Yeah.
None of this makes sense. None of this makes sense.
Is it Ohio? Because the guy's got a fucking hat on that says New Mexico.
Even better.
It's wherever. It's wherever your heart is, Tim. That's where this movie is.
Thanksgiving is wherever you are, right?
That's right. It's whatever day you celebrate on. It could be the 19th, like Candice does, or it could be next year, just in the middle of the year, in July. It's as long as you're thankful, then it's Thanksgiving. At least in the world of this film. So we find out that, what was it, 505 years ago, the town was cursed by this native guy, Feathercloud. He necromanced a turkey, which, by the way, I like making necromancy into a verb. That's fun.
What would you call it?
Reanimated?
It doesn't have the same flavor.
Nah. So he necromanced a turkey that it's going to return every 505 years and kill anybody that it sees. So they're like, oh, and you're going to tell us that was 505 years ago from right now. He's like, no, but it will be in 45 minutes. So then the girls both argue over who gets to fuck the jock for a minute. And then we...
Like he has no agency in it?
No.
No, of course he doesn't. He's a man.
Yeah.
I don't know why they didn't just,
Together.
Right. Just both get in there and then you both get, you get yours.
These bitches don't like to share.
Apparently.
Come on, it's Thanksgiving.
They're probably just going to talk shit about each other the whole time. No one wants to be that.
No. And then the other two guys, they can just hook up somewhere. But no. Turns out he doesn't end up fucking that day. Instead, we cut back to the hillbilly who finds his dead dog and then gets in an argument with the turkey.
Yeah, finds the turkey and his immediate reaction is, what happened here? Just talk to this turkey like it's the most normal thing in the world. Not, oh my god, a fucking talking turkey.
And he says, "Oh, it looks like your dog had an accident. Get it?"
Oh man, I was like, Eddie is rock hard right now.
Oh yeah, because I took my axe and I killed it. Get it? An accident? And then the turkey just like runs off. Whether the turkey half the time can't decide whether it wants to stay in the scene and kill the person or just like leave. You know, just it's very random his interaction with people. Sometimes it's romantic. You never know.
I think the turkey just likes to fuck with people, right?
So he's a real like a
he's got like a little bit of a leprechaun thing going on.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah. I should have brought up Leprechaun too in our list of characters to hang out with the turkey. Apparently, also they were thinking about
the Leprechaun and that turkey be fucking all the time, guaranteed.
Yeah, true.
You have to pry them apart.
Yeah, they'd be glued together.
They're not together like dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Did you learn about leprechaun dicks? They got a big knot at the end.
They're actually coiled.
Yeah.
Smells like stuffing and a shamrock shake.
Oh,
Man.
crack a window.
That's what they actually make the shamrock shakes out
Yeah,
of.
that's true.
It's not.
Inside that machine, it's broke. That milk machine is always broken because there's a little leprechaun whacking off inside of it all the time. Building up for St. Patty's Day.
That's when he's tired.
I forgot who it was that said that eggnog is just elf cum, but I stand behind that.
Oh god.
I always say that mayonnaise is goblin cum.
Well, you don't like me.
I mean, you always say that every time you see mayonnaise.
Every time.
Pretty much, yeah, because I don't like it. I hate it. Absolutely hate it.
Candice is at the grocery like, hey, did you know that's goblin cum?
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's on sale. I don't care. It's goblin cum.
Yeah. Everybody sees
You
Candice.
can get that shit for free.
Did you know I have a podcast?
Everybody sees Candice walking down the street. They elbow his buddy. He's like, "Hey, there's the goblin cum lady." He starts following her.
Goblin cum dumpster.
He starts
The one has a
following her.
podcast.
He's like, "No, not that she gobbles cum. She thinks mayonnaise is gobbling cum. So it's different. Don't follow her out. It's fine." Oh man. So Kristen decides she's got to call her dad because she forgot she had one, and take a shot. We're splitting up the party.
Yeah.
So she goes wandering off alone, and she's all like, "Oh, I'll be okay. There's no such thing as an evil turkey." Starts dialing, tells her dad, we broke down. I'm going to be a little bit late. And he's like, "All right, just call me when you get there. All right, bye." Click, hangs up, and she gets scared. And then all of a sudden, she sees the evil turkey, and she just starts fucking shrieking. And the turkey's like, damn it hurts. Stop. So, okay, we figured out that the turkey can be wounded by women screaming.
Yeah.
Can't we all?
Yeah, that's true. So I'll take a shot, I guess. There's your scream queen. And she's screaming. He's like, "Shut the fuck up, you evil bitch." And leaves. So she goes back to the group and she's like, "Guys, I saw this evil turkey out in the woods." And the dumb, Allie. The dumb broad Allie is all like, "That's almost as stupid as me." Evil turkey? What are you talking about?
She has some self-awareness, at least, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
She knows her strengths. She knows her weaknesses. Here's my tits. Don't ask me to do math.
Yeah, but it's bad because she can't even get laid.
That's true.
Well, no, she is the only one in this that does get laid.
That does, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
true, yes.
By
No,
two
not
different
till the
people.
end. Yeah. Well, people.
We'll come up to that.
we'll put quotation marks around people. But yeah. So then nobody believes her. And Johnny's like, "Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know about that." She's like, "Screw you, Johnny." And she leaves and goes in the tent. Then Allie comes up. She's like, "You can screw me, Johnny." And then just a rabbit gets thrown in the fire.
Oh my god, that was so funny. You just see it flying through the air and it goes, "Ee!"
And everybody's response is like, "Huh, what the hell was that?"
Yeah.
The jock guy goes, "Hey, it's the woods. Stuff like that happens all the time." Rabbits just run into the fire and cook themselves.
And Allie's looking at it. She goes, "That rabbit looks weird." And I'm like, "You're just standing there watching this poor rabbit burn to death in this fire."
Yeah. But then the nerd's all like, yeah, I'd say it looks weird. It's had its stomach ripped open by a beak. And I'm like, how could you know that?
He's a nerd. Of course he knows it.
He knows everything.
This thing looks like a marshmallow dropped into the fire, and you're like identifying its cause of death. It's just melted.
And it's not a serrated beak either, so you know it's not an eagle.
It's got to be a turkey. So then they're all like, okay, well, yeah, there's probably an evil turkey in the woods, and for some reason a rabbit just flung itself in the fire. Let's all go to bed.
I still think that's so funny.
It's pretty good. So they go to sleep. And poor Billy, he's the only one not in a tent. So he just sleeps out in the sleeping bag in the woods. Wakes up, there's the hillbilly standing over him with a shotgun.
It's like probably one of the worst things to ever wake up and see in the middle of the woods, right?
Yeah, that's pretty bad. The hillbilly guy's like, I saved your neck. That turkey was out here. He was going to kill you. Look.
Got turkey droppings on your chest.
And the turkey is shit on this kid's chest.
Got a Cleveland steamer.
In the middle of the night. And I'm like, that's a power move, Tim. You got to respect that.
Shit on your chest.
It is a good move, yeah, right? You mark your territory, like, I'll be back. If I come back and any of these little shit logs are off of you, I'll know that you moved, right?
Yeah. So this just suggests that the hillbilly was wandering around in the woods. He found their campsite, and he just saw this turkey squatting on this guy's chest, and he's like, "Get out of here, turkey!" And then
spent the rest of the time just squatting there waiting for the guy to wake up.
Yeah, didn't bother to brush the shit off.
No.
The guy. I imagine there's a scene where the guy's snoring and the turd's like rolling up his chest towards his mouth.
When he inhales, it goes in, and then when he exhales, it goes away.
Every time it just gets asymptotically closer and closer to his lips. So no, everybody wakes up and he's like, yeah, okay, well, I guess thank you, whatever. So they get up, pack up camp, get in the car, fix it all up.
And this is where I wanted to point out. Do you see where this car is? It's in the middle of, like, pastures.
Yeah.
How fucking far did they have to hike to get to the woods to put their little campsite up?
That's a good point.
It's miles of pastures around them.
There are no woods anywhere to be seen. That's a very good point. And there is just a barn, too. They could have just walked over there. But no. So, yeah, they all load up in the car. Johnny and Kristen rekindle their relationship. He's like, look, I'm sorry I was mean to you last night. And she's like, yeah, I'm sorry I said screw you. I take it back. And
it'll get brought up again in another fight.
Yeah.
It always does.
Just give it like 5 years. You know, they're out grocery shopping.
Out of the blue, yeah. You get caught looking down some woman's blouse, and all of a sudden, shit just got to get brought up again. Oh, wait, what?
From years ago.
Sweetie, I wasn't looking at her ass. You can trust me. Oh, I can trust you like you trusted me about the turkey 5 years ago.
Exactly. There you go. Clearly, you've had this conversation.
13 years we've been married. 13 years. So... everybody agrees that, yeah, you know what, I didn't see the turkey, but I was scared too. Some shit happened. It was weird. Let's just agree the turkey thing was probably real. And then, you know, nerdy guy in the back's like, man, I didn't realize it was going to fuck you guys up this bad telling the story. Damn, I'm sorry. Cut to the turkey hitchhiking.
Oh, God, this is so funny.
This is one of the greatest fucking scenes I've ever seen in a movie. Oh, my fucking God. And he this is another trope, right? Because you kind of got like a little bit of the perv guy, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hitchhiker is, I mean, come on. There are whole horror movies just about hitchhikers, Tim. Come on.
The Hitcher.
That's true.
Yeah. There's segments of The Twilight Zone about it, and you name it.
Thanks for the ride, lady.
That was a good one. So it's going to be thanks for the ride turkey, man, because the guy pulls over.
Oh, my God.
And opens up the door, and the turkey's he talks to everybody in this fucking movie knows that the turkey is somehow sentient, knows
and they're okay
English.
with it.
Yeah.
This is so Asherz, I gotta ask you,
Yes.
is this a universe where like this is a well-known cryptid, or do turkeys just talk in
I'm
this
just going
world?
to point out that because it takes place in Ohio, which is known for having a lot of supernatural things, I could see people here just being like, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say like just horny fucks will fuck anything that moves.
And then about 85% of the population is constantly on meth too, so that probably contributes to it.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Like, I haven't slept in 5
shit.
days, so
yeah.
I'll just roll with this.
They're like, maybe that's a
Me,
meth head.
I'm crazy.
It looks like a turkey, but it could be somebody on like 7 days out of a 14-day bender, you know?
So I probably shouldn't try to eat their face.
Yeah, not this one. So the guy's like, well, ass, gas, or grass. Nobody rides free, turkey. The turkey's like, well, I don't have any gas, so. And this fucking guy pulls the turkey in the car and tries to make it suck his dick. Because he starts whipping his
He's
cock.
like, that's what I call a tight ass.
Oh, yeah, when the turkey's backing in.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm looking at it right now. He goes, "It's not for you." Or, matter of fact, it's not for anybody else. And then he pulls out a fucking gun.
Yeah.
Turkey pulls out a fucking rifle and puts it on this guy's
the
face.
turkey is asking for it. Have you seen how big his tail feathers are? He wants people to look.
Yeah, of
Well,
course.
he's presenting, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, get a look at the cloaca on that. So he
It winked at me.
Which one?
If an egg can fit out of that, Tim.
Yeah. Maybe I could put eggs in there.
Maybe you can scramble them. So he whips out his fucking gun and blows this dude's fucking head off.
No. First, the turkey's very nice. He lets him call his family.
Oh, yeah, right. He's like, call your daughter. He calls his daughter, and he's all like, hey, honey, I'm just on my way home. Just had to, pull
You're going to
up.
hear some crazy shit about your daddy trying to fuck a turkey. Don't believe it.
I would never cheat on your mom.
No.
Who is
I would
also a
never do
turkey.
anything so foul.
God damn it, Tim.
Sorry. Try not to go overboard. I'm finding my moments for it.
So if you go second on a turkey, is that not sloppy seconds, but just leftovers?
It depends on what kind of stuffing is inside.
True. You gotta make sure it's not that oyster stuffing.
It's like a Cadbury cream egg in there.
No, that's when you want that really dry Stouffer, so it's like really absorbent. So it's like a stuffing sponge.
Oh, it's like the old birth control sponge, Tim?
Yeah.
This turkey deemed him sponge-worthy, is what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he calls the daughter. It blows his head off with him on the phone with his daughter. Kicks him out of the car. Turkey drives the car.
Yeah.
How?
Hey, look, if Michael Myers could drive a car,
Why can't turkey?
right?
It's true.
This turkey knows how to load a weapon.
Yeah.
Okay?
And somehow
Yeah,
pulls
so?
a trigger with no fingers.
Yeah. No opposable thumbs, let alone fingers. That's a good point. This is a dexterous turkey. I mean, it was going to give this guy a fucking reach around just a minute ago. So no, they drop Allie off, and she tries one more time with Johnny. Literally, we get the same John Benet Ramsey joke. Where they're all like, man, she's desperate. Yeah, her legs are harder to close than the John Benet Ramsey case.
And I love this because they lean into it. And they're all like slapping each other in the back and laughing and be like, that was really good. That was really good.
Yeah, you got her. So then Johnny goes home, and we get a little preamble about how his father never forgave him for being second string quarterback because he broke his leg.
Yeah.
And we just cut to his dad sitting there farting, by the way.
Yeah. I've seen this movie a ton, and last night when I rewatched it for the show, that's the first time I noticed his dad farting.
It's like a beautiful piece of art. You notice
was
something
very
new every
subtle.
time.
Yeah.
Did you just think it was somebody you were watching the movie with?
Yeah.
Dog.
Yeah.
This is the first time you watched it with headphones on. You're like, okay,
Yeah.
that was.
I was watching it by myself. I know that wasn't me. What the fuck?
I like to imagine that the filmmaking process here, because it's clearly an ADR fart, right? So they're like, the scene's good, but it needs something.
And I can't trust him to sell the fart naturally. So if I just don't tell him that we're going to put it in later on, he won't be acting too hard trying to sell that fart.
If it was good enough for Spookies, it's good enough for Thankskilling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That reminds me. This reminds me in a way of Airplane, where it's like any space that there's room for a joke, they put a joke in it.
Mm-hmm.
They don't all hit, but it's just like every second there's got to be something.
Yeah, they did. They had a goal and they did it.
For the most part, they hit. Yeah. Which I think almost everything hits in this movie. There's really, and again, because you know me, you know how much I love fun, but I also hate fun at the same time.
Yeah,
it's so easy for me to watch this movie and this cocksucking motherfucking asshole movie. What the fuck is going on? But I think it just does it. It does the balancing act perfectly.
Yeah, who do they think they are trying to make these?
I mean, you're always going to get me 10 points plus when you start off a movie with tits like that right at the beginning. So you're putting me in a good mood. So I'm going to cut you a little bit more slack.
So on the Tim bingo card, there's your tits. You can go ahead and cross that off. You can cross it off a couple of times, actually. Just for that one scene, though.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah. So
what did somebody get if they fill out that bingo card?
What's that? What do they get
if somebody get if they actually fill out the bingo card?
Oh man, I'd be worried about that person. Imagine they're sitting there alone and they're
printing out. They got so many. I bet you know what? I bet Chef Robbie knows. He's probably got 10 bingo cards all printed out. He's got those little red, this big fucking ink stamp thing that he's using. Got little fucking plushy bears on his table for good luck.
They're going to get a welfare check is what they're going to get.
Sitting in a room on a stool with a card table, one of those dangling lights like from Bad Boy Bubby, just sitting there. Everything's
covered. Why you gotta remind me about that movie?
Everything's covered in a film that's then covered in a dust, and they're just listening to the podcast, sweating, daubing off. Okay, Tim said tits. Here we go. Yeah.
I just seen him say pussy to finish it.
What do you get when you win the bingo?
That's what I asked.
That's what I just said. I don't want to know the person who's doing it, Candice. They don't get anything.
That they get a welfare check.
I'm going to send them one Yobo coin.
They get a nice vacation in the
an autographed picture.
It's backed by that FTZ exchange, so don't worry. Be looking for it in your mailbox soon.
Yeah, it's coming. Don't worry. Oh, man. So, we find out that because he's second string, his dad doesn't talk to him. So
that was 2 weeks ago. That part got me because you're long time no see. It's 2 fucking weeks. You're in college.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
But it's Thanksgiving, Candice. Right. Time is extra hurtful at that time of the year.
People value family a little bit more in New Mexico, Ohio, whatever,
Massachusetts,
wherever they are. In pumpkin pie, Cranberry County.
Wherever they are, it's not cold during November, right?
That's true. There's no snow.
So Ohio is cold in the fucking winter. So maybe this is New Mexico.
So I've read in the trivia, parts of this were filmed in Jersey and parts of it in Ohio. But yeah, I don't know.
The Jersey I can understand. See, now that chick makes a lot more sense.
That opening scene was filmed in a public park, by the way.
Ooh, very nice.
To be walking my dog at 6:30 in the morning.
Tim's going to start hanging out in parks now.
Yeah, you never know, right?
Feels
Maybe some guerrilla film crew's going to come by.
Feels like he's in New York again.
Sorry, hon, I got to go up to New Jersey and sit in the park all day. Just waiting. No, so
bird watching.
His mom warns him you could probably go try to talk to him. I bet he's calmed down. It's been 2 weeks after all.
No, I'm just going to lie to him. I'm going to tell him I'm starting for quarterback again.
Yeah. So he goes, he's like, hey, Dad. Hey, the dad doesn't talk to him, just gets up and leaves.
Gives him like the look like you piece of shit.
Yeah.
And closes his newspaper and just gets up and walks away.
He walks outside and lights up a cigar. Just sits there on his swing. So he's like, the kid's like, Johnny's like, all right, I'm gonna go lie to Dad. Walks over. Hey, Dad, I got great news for you. I'm first string. I did it. And his dad turns. He's like, by God, you're my son again. I don't think there could be a better son in the whole goddamn universe. You know that, boy? And I'm like, Jesus Christ.
And it's a good thing I'll never be able to find out this information is false on my own.
Yeah, well, he never will, Tim, because his father dies
right.
a happy man, decapitated by a turkey. So Johnny freaks out, runs off. His mom got killed off screen, but we get to see her dead body, so that's fun. So he loads up in his car and drives away, ranting about no more pumpkin pie, no more cranberries, just turkey.
That's not cranberry juice.
Yeah. So then he drives over to Billy's to tell everybody what happened. And we while he's doing this, we cut back to Allie, who's just getting banged out by some random dude. Where did she meet this guy? In the time they dropped her off, between her being dropped off in front of her house and walking into her house, she met a dude and started banging it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
probably add him in speed dial.
Okay. So this was her.
Call.
So this was her second string Johnny.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
This is the backup plan, right? You always got to have a backup plan.
So then we cut to the point of view of the turkey. The turkey sneaks in while they're banging.
Pulls a Houdini.
Yeah. Well, he got nuts. This is half a Houdini.
Right. Because you don't see the guy walking around in front of the.
Oh, so it's a whodunit.
It's a whodunit. Yeah.
A whodunit. Yes, I like that, Candice.
Yeah, it was Tom Turkey from behind.
This isn't assault. It's a whodunit
With a baster.
With the baster. Jesus. So it's great, though, because he kills the dude, right? He cuts him. And the guy, like, blood spurts down her back. Like the guy pulled out and fucking jerked off on her.
Yeah. Yeah, because she's like, oh, you already done?
But then moves his body out of the way. Turkey takes over. And just starts fucking her.
Turkey style.
Yeah. So he comes. The turkey fucks her to completion. Just in case you were wondering, guys.
I still think it would have been funny if he just like started gobbling at the end, you know? He's like, I'm almost there.
You just see his little neck flap going back and forth.
Slapping her on the ass.
Would be pretty good. She's all like, wait a second, you sound different. There's a different appendage in my body now. You sound different. She turns around, she's like, oh no. He's like, you just got stuffed.
So
and snaps her neck.
You kind of got to think either Turkey's got a huge dick or that dude had a really small dick.
We find out Turkey does
You don't
not.
have a small dick guy as your backup fuck, right?
The small dick guy is the backup?
Yeah, do you?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I guess, Yeah.
It is it is Ohio, New Mexico, so maybe the pickings are slim.
Literally.
New Ohio, Mexico, I guess.
It's
It's one of those Texarkana things I can never really, remember. But we find out that the turkey doesn't have a giant dick, Tim, because the group comes up. They're like, all right, we got to go meet Allie. We got to go find her, make sure she's okay. And then the nerd tries the John Bonet joke and he fucks it up. It's all like, yeah, her legs are harder to close than John Bonet Ramsey's. And nobody laughs. They're like, I don't know about that one, buddy.
That's important.
It's such a perfect thing because it's just one of those examples about like how everybody's in on the inside joke, right?
Right.
And then just that one person comes along and then they just fuck it up, and then that's it. It's not funny anymore.
That reminds me of
it
reminds me of a story when I she didn't shoot down someone but shut them down when I was working at Ruby Tuesdays as like a short order cook.
Okay.
And there was this server who was always back there flirting with the other cooks and was fucking our shit up because then they weren't working and we were busy.
Mm.
So she's like laughing, twirling her hair, annoying the shit out of me. And she was like trying to make plans with one of the cooks. And I said, "You've had 2 kids by the time you were 18. Sticking my hand down your pants would be like having a horse eat out of it."
Wow. Damn.
Fucking-
Candice, you wanted to fuck that chef, didn't you?
The other chefs, man, they fucking died laughing, and they would never ever let her forget that. they every time she'd walk by, they'd go, "Horse collar to the line, please."
Oh God.
Wow, and then you got sued for sexual harassment.
Yeah. So you might say the guy said nay on that one.
Yeah.
Didn't go for that.
Yes. Yeah.
So
I
okay.
don't want to look a gift horse in the pussy, but
Damn. So they pull up there, and Johnny runs in to check on Allie. He comes out, says she's dead. He says, "Look, I found this," and he holds up a feather. And he says, "And this." He holds up a condom wrapper. It says, "Extra small gravy flavored condom." So we know the turkey.
oh man. So there's a company that is making turkey condoms and has decided that it is worthwhile investing in R&D to come up with a gravy flavor coating for said condom.
If you can make a gravy flavored soda, why can't you make a gravy flavored condom?
Well, because I'm assuming for the most part these condoms are being used turkey to turkey, right? So what other turkey is going to want to eat gravy? That doesn't make any sense.
I got curious.
You're right. The logic is
I wanted to know
Tim?
right out the window.
I
I
wanted
was
to
on
know if
board
they
with
had
this
made
movie,
any.
but when you mentioned that the turkey wouldn't want to eat gravy, then it fucks up the entire condom joke. You're right.
I know it does. This is for me. This is the low point. This movie that took me out of the movie for a little bit.
Yeah. But what I tell you, what brought me right back is when they're like, "What are we gonna do?" And the nerd's like, "I don't know. We've tried everything, and nothing we've tried has worked." And he goes, "Hey, dummy, we haven't tried anything yet."
That's why it hasn't worked.
Yeah. So they're like, "Well, what are we gonna do?" "Okay, let's go to the library and get a book on this." It's like, "That's a great
And there's
idea."
2 problems with this. It's 3:00 in the morning,
Yeah.
and it's somewhere either in Ohio or New Mexico, so there's no libraries to begin with.
Right. Yeah. So the girl's all like, "Wait a second. My dad's got a bunch of books in his garage. Why don't we go to my dad's place and get a book?" I'm like, "Wait, her dad, the sheriff, has a book on turkeys? What?"
Yeah, I'm wondering a killer turkeys.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering what kind of book collection he would have. Even if he did, let's say he really does have a large book collection of books. What kind of books do you think that sheriff is going to have?
Turkey manifestos.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's going to be a bunch of composition notebooks that are filled in with all of his political ideologies and lists of just people's names with symbols you have to decode next to them.
He even scribbles into the margins.
Yeah.
Uniturkey.
The uniturkey. The unibutterball. Oh, man. So then they go over to his house. And cut to on their trip there. The turkey shows up at his house wearing the Groucho Marx glasses, mustache, and nose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it worked.
I thought that was really funny.
Well, you know why it works? Because how does the sheriff open up the door?
Dressed like a turkey.
Because it's a turkey costume contest, right?
Yeah.
The policeman's ball for Thanksgiving.
So he's wearing a person costume, and the person's wearing a turkey costume. So we both don't acknowledge each other, like, not looking correct in the scene.
He doesn't see him at first, though, and this part got me, too. He's, like, just looking up and looking around, overlooks them, and he's like, "Damn kids and their jokes." And the turkey's like, "Sir, I'm down here."
Does that happen to you a lot, Candice? You will, like, knock on people's door, and you always, first thing you, "Damn kids ringing my bell." "Oh, hi, Candice."
I told you the last work lunch I had, someone literally looked over my head and was looking for me.
Wow.
What?
That actually happened. I could not believe it. He's like standing there, and I'm pretty close to him.
Excuse me, little girl, get out of the way. Is your mama
No,
here?
he was looking around, and he's like, "Hey, where's Candice? We're getting ready to order." I'm like, "I'm right here. I'm right in front of you." That happens. That's a real thing.
You should have said I'm below you, but
right here, sir. You kick him in the kneecap.
Kick him in the nuts.
headbutt him in the kneecap.
Headbutt him in the kneecap, yeah. So he's like, oh, a little person. Hey, how you doing down there? What's going on? The turkey's like, hey, I'm some friend of your dumb daughter, whatever her name was.
He fucks her name up. He's like, oh, you mean Katie or
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Like, yeah, whatever. Anyhow, I'm looking for her. You seen her? It's like, yeah, she's on her way over. Why don't you come on in? Cut to the sheriff dad and the turkey sitting at the table having a cup of coffee.
Hopefully they clean that pot.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, see, that would have been great. That would have been a great line. That turkey would have said, "This coffee tastes like shit."
He spits it out.
He's just like making small talk. Like, so, the weather's been a little weird out here, hasn't it? It's not been too cold, you know? Yeah.
There's been no frost, and it's Thanksgiving in Ohio.
Yeah. Where are you from?
Oh my god, I missed my turfucking joke when she was getting fucked by the turkey.
Ah, damn.
Oh, damn it. I just remembered.
All right, let's go back. Eddie, start the scene from the top.
Start the show.
Okay, here we go. Hello and welcome to the Bloody... Damn. Yeah, hey, you know what? Apropos of nothing, Tim. So the turkey was fucking her?
I guess you could call that turfucking.
Hey!
That just added in post.
Okay. Speaking of adding in post, Asherz, everything okay over there?
Yeah, can you guys not hear me? I don't think you can.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I've been watching your line. No movement.
Weird.
Yeah. Let me
Hold on a
pause
second.
real quick. And here we go. Okay, we're back. Had a minor technical snafu here. Apparently Asherz had all the best jokes. We just couldn't hear them. So everybody...
But you'll get to hear them. We just won't be reacting to them. So don't think we're dicks or anything like that.
They are. They were just ignoring all my great, wonderful jokes. It's terrible.
Yeah, you had like a 5-minute bit. You went off on the extra small gravy flavored condom. And we were
I did. It was great. And now you guys will never know what it was about. It was mind-boggling.
And then you had that really poignant story about what happened to you at the library that we all had to.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that's all lost anyhow. So the scene with the turkey and the sheriff both in disguise talking to each other at the coffee table.
Here we are. It's my favorite. Yeah, I love it.
It's such a great fucking scene too.
I like it because it's so awkward.
Yeah, and then
it's the awkward small talk. You're just like,
I'm a fucking simp for like the Groucho Marx glasses bit and everything.
I was too.
Like, so to see this in this movie, I'm like, okay, it's perfect. It's a masterpiece.
Yeah,
you don't see those enough anymore in movies and TV shows.
You don't. It needs to be brought back. It's a classic.
Yeah, we need to bring that back. We need to bring back quicksand and coconuts giving people amnesia.
Yeah. And cowbells in rock and roll music. There's not enough cowbells in rock and roll music anymore.
You're right, Tim. Not enough cowbells in rock music. That's a good point. So I like that basically the turkey backs out of this scene. He's all like, yeah, this is too much for me. I got to get out of here. He tries to leave. But then as he's leaving, the sheriff's like, man, what an odd duck. The turkey's like, look, man, I could put up with a lot. I could put up with all of the midget jokes you made about me.
Yeah.
You don't fucking mischaracterize me as a duck, you son of a bitch. Turns around.
It's foul.
God damn it.
No, I
Tim.
gotta I gotta back it up a little because my all time favorite joke of the whole fucking movie is exactly that. When the turkey cusses and the sheriff's like, did you just say fucking? How old are you? And he's like, I'm 505. And he's like, I guess you can say whatever the fuck you want then.
Yeah, fuck it.
You're older than me. I'm sorry, sir.
Yeah.
And he just, again, acknowledges the fact that this is a 505-year-old turkey sitting at his table. But,
like that just is a thing that makes sense in this universe.
Totally.
But then again, the dad's going to the policeman's Thanksgiving ball dressed as a turkey for the contest. So I guess that just happens. So
did he make that costume?
He
Oh,
had to.
pretty sure his wife made that. Well, soon to be
Is there a
ex-wife.
rental costume for the big turkey ball every year at the police department? What is this?
Dude, that, by the way, I totally spaced this one. When she calls the dad up, he in passing is just like, yeah, by the way, your stepmom divorced me. Anyhow, I'll see you later.
It's a stepmom, so it's okay.
That's fair.
He dresses up like the turkey, and then he goes to the ball, and then everybody stuffs him. So,
oh, it's one of those kind of policeman's balls I got.
Cloaca wide shut.
Oh, God.
Oh, wow, Candice.
I think they have a carving station at the policeman's ball for Thanksgiving. So everybody's just eating a big turkey dinner and then fucking.
Yeah.
Ugh. Now ugh. Just imagine all the food you eat at Thanksgiving and then fucking after that.
No thanks.
Ugh.
Yeah, remember that was a selling point for Blue Chew when they were a sponsor?
Yeah, that's right.
They're like,
Oh man, I bet there's a lot of Blue Chew being eaten on Thanksgiving, but
oh, God.
still not getting used.
They were all like, yeah, you could use it on a full stomach. I'm like, dude, take that out of your ad copy. That's a bad point. Don't say
all that fondue that you had,
Ugh.
you can still fuck.
Look,
You
you gotta
still have a fun dude. Hey.
you got a stomach full of giblet gravy and you're fucking. That's a bad time, man. So
What if you fuck someone with the turkey neck?
with the neck out of the turkey,
Yeah.
you know what, Candice? Next year,
You peg my husband with it. You like Thanksgiving so fucking much.
There you go.
it's a,
That's why Candice, he's been dropping these hints now for how many years? Yeah. You just haven't picked up on it.
now turn around and gobble, bitch.
Yeah.
So,
Gobble gobble this.
oh God! So they show up at her dad's house, and the turkey answers the door wearing her dad's face.
and it works.
And
Yes, it does. That's what's incredible about this fucking movie.
hello, human daughter.
And human daughter's friend. And first of all, I got to talk about the turkey puppet. It is stupid looking. The face looks so stupid. You want to punch it. And then it's got this terrible dad mask on with the taped on mustache, by the way. Great touch that they had on it. And they all fall for it. They're like, gee, yeah, can we come on in?
Come on, that mustache. That's what, her father's known for that mustache.
That's true. That's
All
true.
I could think about was House of a Thousand Corpses. Who's your
Oh,
daddy?
That was good. So, yeah, invites them all in. Oh, come on in, kids. Joe, yeah, can you show us to the garage, Dad? We want to go look at your books. He's like, yeah, of course. I don't remember where the garage is.
Oh, Daddy, you and your early onset Alzheimer's.
So then she just...
It's a good thing they still allow you to carry a gun and be a police officer when everybody in town knows you has onset Alzheimer's.
Yeah, with your failing memory. That's a good thing to have, yeah. So, and I love that as they're walking by to get to the garage, she's like, oh, Daddy, I'd die without you. And he just has this stupid line of...
Weird fucking thing to say to your father at any circumstance.
And he has this, I'd die if it wasn't for you. And the turkey says, more like, you'll die if it is for me. She's like, what? And he's like, oh, nothing.
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 Don't worry.
I got to go lay an egg. I mean, read a book. So they go in and they have a book finding montage.
Oh, the way that one guy, I don't know if it's the fat guy or the smart Peyton Manning looking guy.
Mm-hmm.
The way he's going through that book where he's like flipping like 30, 40 pages ahead, going back 5 pages, going back 3 pages, and doing like the Evelyn Wood speed reading through it. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that's a rookie move. You go to the index and the appendices and you look for the mentions of this word.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
Yeah, I'm sure that this sheriff's library is full of books that have lots of indexes and appendages. There's appendages in those magazines I was looking at. Yeah. That's what I should have said.
But I like that during the montage, the fat guy just eats like 1 million French fries.
That he's just holding in his hands.
Yeah.
They're not even in a cup or anything. He's just got a handful of French fries that he's eating one by one.
Well, I imagine they're pocket fries, too.
Well, in case you didn't know, this character is fat.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And
And
horny.
horny.
And,
Yes. And he likes to party.
and,
Yeah.
and he's stupid because Darren is teaching him to read during the montage. Because you see him like with one of those like Dr. Seuss books.
That's why I said that's why he's going through the book like that, because he doesn't even know how to read. But he's like, it's like he's somebody who's trying to pretend how to read a book, trying to look through a book really quick for something.
So they find the book, and he's like, "Hey, I found it." It's like, "Oh, that's great, man," because that took forever. They're like, "Dude, that was 5 minutes."
5 minutes.
So he reads the book. He's like, all right, it says here that the turkey's got like a talisman that we have to remove. And it's like, well, I didn't see a talisman. Oh, it's probably in his feathers. Oh, well, it says here in the book that if you can't see the talisman, it's probably in his feathers. Oh, okay. But what do we do after we remove the talisman? It's like, see, it changes here to a math equation.
Oh shit! Who do we know in our group who knows how to do math?
So the nerd's like, damn it, starts looking at it. Billy's like, yeah, well, I'm hungry. I'm going to go look for some food. They're like, okay, take a shot. So he goes out looking for food. He finds the turkey dragging the faceless dad's body into the like pantry. And Billy's like, what the fuck? Calls everybody, guys, get in here. Hurry, quick. There's the turkey with the dead dad. They run in there. And the turkey, he gives him the little parlor scene. He's like, I'll tell you why I'm killing everybody, you son of a bitch.
No, you missed a great part.
Okay,
is when they're running in there. He like dramatically in slow motion sweeps off the mask, the dad mask, to show that it is the turkey. And everybody's like, oh my God.
Yeah, that's right.
I can't believe we fell for that.
It's like, wait a minute, if that's my dad's body, then who are you? The turkey. It was me all along. And I'll tell you why I've done this. Because the white man disrespected my ancestors. And they're like, well, wait a minute. Didn't we give you guys land and you could build casinos and stuff?
Yeah. What are you complaining about?
Didn't that make up for it? And the turkey's like, no, that did not make up for it, you dickhead.
Plus, I've been buried for 500 years, so I'm just finding out about this now. What?
Yeah, wait a minute. What's that team in Cleveland called? I got to go to Cleveland. Then I got to go to Washington. Then I got to go to Atlanta. Thank God in this universe. Thank God. Oh, dude, the tour of middle schools this turkey would have to take. Holy shit.
That should be the next sequels, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like at the end of Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back when they're just beating everybody's ass who talk shit about them on the internet. But it's just this turkey slaughtering children in administration.
Cleaning house.
Oh, that'd be good. The Thanksgiving Day Massacre. So they're like, all right, well, hey, hold that turkey down. Let's get his talisman. So they run over there. The fat guy gets him in a headlock, and it's just clearly like a hand puppet that this guy is holding on to of a turkey. And they're like, dig into his plumage. So they're digging, and they find the dumb little talisman. They take it off. And then they're like, now what do we do? And the guy's like, I'm still trying to figure that out. So just let him go, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. We'll get back to this. The turkey just runs away. And Billy's like, you know what? I'm hungry still. Fuck you guys. And he leaves too. So they're like, damn, we gotta crack this code. And the nerd's like, that's good because I cracked the code now that the turkey's gone. Here's what we got to do. We've got to burn him at the stake. Like, the witch trials. And then there's this demonic curse. And much like John Carpenter's vampires, we have to say it in reverse.
Did they reverse base this turkey?
Oh, God.
Yeah, but
we did a reverse exorcism on this turkey, and now...
But you've also got to cook them low and slow so you don't lose any juices.
Got to make sure you brine them first. Yeah. So they... He says, okay, well, since the turkey's not around here, we got to find him. Says if he's not around, then he's in his teepee. But if he's not there, he's killing one of your friends. And they're like, well, he couldn't be killing one of our friends because we're all here. Wait a minute. Billy. Billy is eating a cartoon turkey. And the only thing I can think of is that this has got to be like, I imagine this is like your life, Tim. Like you get a little bit too high and then you just see like an emoji of a sandwich in the refrigerator and grab it and eat it.
Some of those emojis do look pretty good. I'll tell you, that pizza emoji always gets you.
And it's like the worst special effects because he like clearly you can see his hands through this bad cartoon of a turkey that he's eating. And he's like, "Dad."
Well, I think this is more of like a spirit turkey than a cartoon turkey, so you could see through a spirit.
True. He's eating a phantom turkey, I suppose.
Yes.
A phantom cartoon turkey. Very good. So he eats it though, and he's like, "Oh, that hit the spot." But then
Cut to
his stomach explodes. The gun pokes out of the hole in his chest.
Where is this turkey keeping this fucking gun?
With the
It's not
totem.
even a gun; it's a fucking rifle.
Tim in his
Keeps it with
plumage.
the totem, yeah.
Yeah. And the turkey sticks its head out of his stomach, says, "Gobble, gobble, motherfucker." And that's the scene, right? Another Internet Movie Database trivia. They came up with the gobble, gobble, motherfucker before they came up with the movie.
Wow.
Well, yeah.
That's impressive. They built a whole movie on that. Wow.
The other bit of trivia, this was originally they wanted to do an Easter-themed slasher movie about an egg.
I'd watch
An
it.
egg killing people?
Yes, Tim, an egg killing people.
Oh, man, she like kicks down a door and he says, "Don't worry, this will be over easy."
It was going to be called Eggstravakilla.
Oh, boy. All right, well, I think they went better with the turkey route.
Yeah, they went the right direction with the turkey. That was a better move than an egg killing people.
I'd still
They could have had
watch the egg movie. I don't know.
only if it was Vincent Price voicing the egg. Then I'm down. Chef Robbie will get that reference. So I got you, Tim. So they
He
show
will, though. That's what's crazy.
I know.
What,
So
know who Vincent Price is?
no, Vincent.
The egg connection.
Yeah, the egg Vincent Price connection.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
There you go. It's the old Batman, the Adam West Batman, not your dead cartoon one. The old one.
I get it.
TV show, yes.
Yeah. So they find Billy, and Darren loses his fucking mind. He's like, "Oh my God."
This is the guy that he thought he was going to fuck. This is his last chance to fuck somebody that was in that car. Because now the dumb slutty girl is dead.
Yep.
The
other two paired
jock
off.
and
Yeah.
the other girl, they're hooking up together now. This is his last chance.
So
Now
Tim-
he's never going to fuck anybody in that car.
So, Tim, you're telling me this is a love story like John Carpenter's Vampires?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah, Asherz, have you ever
yeah.
seen Vampires by John
yeah.
Carpenter, by the way? Candice, give her your little your theory on that
God.
movie and see if she follows along with it.
That it's actually a love story between Jack Crow and Tony Montoya, and it's about their relationship being ripped apart by the new faces, Katrina, the prostitute, and I can never remember his name, but the new priest.
Wow.
And in the end, they end up separating, but they're going to get back together because it's true love, and it always comes back.
I could see that. Yeah. I could see that.
Yes,
That's good.
really. She was drunk, but she had a good point last night.
Yeah,
I do that
That's
sometimes.
yeah. This woman drank an entire bag of wine in like 2 hours.
It was a bottle.
It was a box at best.
She was trash.
It was not in glass. Whatever it wasn't in glass.
It was in
It
glass.
was something, but
Oh.
it wasn't glass.
Although I have learned to get the stemless glasses. They break less easy.
They break.
Oh, God.
Wow.
You put the glass down too hard, huh, Candice?
Candice is breaking wine glasses. Dude, I'm learning something new about you every day. Hey, Asherz, just real quick, your favorite of these two John Carpenter movies, Prince of Darkness or Vampires?
Vampires. I saw Vampires first.
Ah! Fuck you,
I saw
Eddie!
Vampires first.
Oh,
So,
shit.
it's nostalgic for me.
Okay.
When was the last time you've seen Vampires?
Oh, God damn.
I watched it this year.
Fuck you, Tim!
All right. Well, it's all right.
Fucking vindicated.
Hey, Asherz, do you want Candice for your podcast instead?
We'll do a draft. I'll hand you guys Pato.
He picks good movies.
He does make good movies. Have you seen Pato's movies? They're pretty good, yeah.
Yeah. He's not giving us fucking vampires to watch.
Yeah, that's true.
So they have this montage of the two of them through their life being friends, like playing with each other and frolicking. And there's like a song.
Eating ice cream.
Yeah.
Right?
There's like a song with they have. It's so
This
bad.
is my number one tops. This is my favorite scene of the whole movie. The second is the turkey and the sheriff.
It's so good, yeah, because you're cutting from that to him just like laying over his dead friend, telling him like it's not that bad. You're gonna be okay.
It's not as bad as it looks.
Yeah. All of his intestines are outside of his body, and he's like, "You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Don't worry." So the song wraps up, and we cut to the turkey tossing a salad in his teepee. They pull up to the teepee with the turkey in it, and they're like, all right, we got a plan. Johnny and Kristen, what we're going to do is we're going to go in the front and distract him. Darren, you sneak around back. Oh, wait, we need some rope. And he's like, oh, here, I got rope in his cargo pants, of course, because that's why you have cargo pants. And he pulls out, like, dental floss.
No, isn't it kind of shit that you use to truss up a turkey when you're cooking it?
Yeah, butcher's twine.
Yeah.
Butcher's twine, yeah.
Yeah, he pulls that out, and he's like, here you go. It's like, okay, so you sneak around back, subdue the turkey, tie him up, and then while he's tied up, we'll all recite the prayer. He's like, great, so I'm going to do everything, and you two fuckers are just going to stand there? They're like, yeah. It's like, fuck. Okay, damn it. So then they're like, okay, then we're going to light him on fire. Cool. So he does. He sneaks around the side. The two of them get in there. The turkey just starts taunting them, by the way, pissing them off. And just like, oh, you're going to be with your dead friend. And, you fucking, your mom died, your dad died, all this. You're just talking shit, trying to get them, provoke them. So they did a good job of distracting the turkey. He ties the turkey up. They do the stupid reciting of the prayer. And the turkey is like, oh, shit, this is actually working on me. Fuck. So they're like, okay, now he's ready to be sacrificed. And Kristen's like, yeah, I'm ready to see this cock burn. They're like, what are you talking about? That's not a chicken.
What you do is you give him the clap.
Yeah. Just get him around Candice. No, so they're like, what do you mean? That's not a chicken. She's like, no, I mean cock like a dick. He's a dick, not like the animal. And while they're arguing about this, the turkey runs away.
All right, fuck it. Continue to fight. I'm out of here.
Yeah, because they're arguing over her cock joke. So turkey runs out the front door. The hillbilly shoots him, and he goes flying into a dumpster. So they're like, well, shit, never mind.
So
He's like, no, you got to kill him a special way.
Yeah.
Oh, well, fuck it. He's dead.
Yeah. He's like, no, I think he's dead. I shot him point blank with a shotgun. And they look at him, and he's laying in there dead in the fucking dumpster. And they're like, yeah, actually, he is fucking dead. Huh. Hey, let's go watch a movie. Okay. So they leave to watch a movie with the dead, quote unquote, turkey in this dumpster.
Night of the Living Dead's the movie too.
Yeah. Public domain.
Baby.
Yeah. As soon as I saw that, I was like, yeah, look at that.
But a little bit of trouble, Tim. They zoom out on the dumpster, and it's full of radioactive material. Mm-hmm. It says toxic waste.
See, it would have been funny if they tried to like bury it in a microwave oven, right? And then the microwave oven brings it back.
Yeah, Tim.
Or another dog comes over and pisses on the garbage pile. That's how this fucking turkey keeps coming back from dog piss.
That's true.
Oh, or if he like fell into like a machine and it makes him into a machine, he becomes Turkatron.
Oh, we get like a Jason
Turkey X.
Yeah.
Yes, I want
Doesn't
Turkey X. Turkey
doesn't
goes
one of
to
them like
space.
doesn't one of them like point out like, oh no, he's dead unless he like landed in with radioactive waste.
That only happens in movies.
And then I like because I think
you're so fucking
yeah,
funny.
it's like one of our last deaths. I'd like to point out every single time someone dies, they're like, well, they're dead. And that's every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because they're talking to the hillbilly out there, and he's all like, I guess now we're finally even. He killed my dog. And they're like, oh, my God. Jesus.
Yeah, they're like, are you okay? No, he says, you young people don't understand loss like this. You will one day, but not today.
Yeah, when somebody you care about dies, you'll understand.
Like your
loss.
mother, your father, your best friend.
Yeah, and they're all just nodding like, yeah, that's true. I guess it hasn't been that bad for us. So they're on the couch. They're watching fucking Night of the Living Dead. And then Johnny and Kristen just start fucking on the couch next to Darren. And he's like, yeah, I think I better go pee real quick and get a snack or something. I'm gonna head on out here. You guys just
gotta give them the space, right?
Yeah. I'll let you clean up, and then
They hate hanging out with those friends that have way too much PDA.
Yeah, you should just whip out your phone and start recording.
Yeah, no, you should just whip out your dick and fuck jacking off. Like, hey, all right, fuck it.
I didn't realize.
You obviously watch, right?
So go ahead and check off on your bingo card. Tim's solution is masturbation.
Whipping out his dick is the solution.
Yep. If that's not a square, it should be. So, yeah, he goes out and he goes in to get a snack, opens up the refrigerator, bends over to get some food out.
Gets stuck in the refrigerator, and his step turkey shows up.
No, well, he does get a tender timer in his ass, so because the turkey sticks a fucking temperature gauge in his ass, just bam. Then the guy turns around, freaks out. Radioactive turkey now, so he's like jumping around, all green and glowing and shit, and we get crazy like video editing freak out effects on the color. Jumps up on top of the guy, rips his tongue out. Then just pecks his heart out and rips that out. And then he sees a white light and Billy reaching down for him. Like,
come on, man. There's no turkeys up here.
So this is the best love story, I mean, ever.
It is.
God's awaiting. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it right now. No turkeys up here, Darren. Come on.
There's tits everywhere.
But no turkeys.
Yeah. So then Johnny wakes
Thanksgiving, not Titsgiving.
So then Johnny wakes up on the couch after he, I guess, fucked and they put their clothes back on. And he's like, and he pushes her off of him. Get out of here. He's like, well, I thought I heard that turkey. And he goes, this is like you said, Asherz. He's like, nah, that can only happen if he fell in toxic waste and came back from the dead. And that only happened in like a movie. Anyhow, I'm going to go get something to eat. So he's like, well, let's go look for Darren. He gets up, goes, looks for Darren, walks into the kitchen. Turkey makes him stab himself with one of those electric knives. And he starts screaming. Kristen comes running in there. And is like, how the fuck are you still alive? Turkey's like, I always come back for seconds.
I'm here for leftovers. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm around at least 4 days after turkey. After Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The sandwiches, I'd say sometimes better than the meal. So then she punches the turkey, takes Johnny and drags him out. She's like, look, there's a shack. I'm like, okay, I didn't see this shack when they pulled up. That was another joke that was great, by the way. When they went to go back to Kristen's house, when here, just the last scene, and Kristen's all like, oh, it's over there. And he's like, yeah, I know. I just dropped you off here like yesterday. What the fuck are you? I just had to point that one out because it was so stupid. So they run over to this stupid shack, right? And Kristen's like, okay, you're going to be all right, dude. Don't worry about it. He's got an electric knife stuck in his chest. And there's a turkey that's going to come and kill them. So she's like, shit, what am I going to do? And then she remembers, I got to burn him. So she's like, hey, give me your lighter. The guy gives her the lighter. She gets the spray paint can and torches the fucking turkey as it comes in there.
But we get turkey vision, right?
What's that?
We get turkey vision while the turkey's running into the barn. Where it's all purple.
They did that in the beginning too with the boob scene. You probably missed it because you passed out. But
was it in purple?
No, I don't think it was in purple. It was in a weird color effect, but I don't think it was in purple at that point.
I thought because I didn't have enough blood supply going to my eyes, I started to see like spots in different colors and shit. But...
Tim thought he was having a stroke while he had a stroke. So she roasts that turkey. He starts burning up, and then she grabs a baseball bat and then whacks the turkey into a bonfire setup.
Yeah, it's like they have a pyre.
Yeah, the funeral pyre that lights that on fire, and then you just see something fall next to the thing, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, come on. You forgot the line of peck on somebody your own size.
Tim. No, I didn't. I was trying to gloss over that one. That was a bad one, Tim. That's okay.
That's a good one. Come on. That's how you end the movie.
This is one of your foul lines, Tim. That's what that was.
Oh, boy.
How does it feel? So, but the thing that flies down and lands on the ground, she bends down, she picks up a drumstick.
It's already cooked all the way through, yeah.
Yeah, perfectly
Not a
cooked
turkey drumstick either. That's a chicken.
Yeah, that's a chicken leg. They got that at KFC on the way. So the hillbilly's up there over at the fire, and he says, hey, congratulations. Well done, girl. She goes, yeah, I know. Takes a bite out of the turkey leg, and you see the smoke go up into the air. And then we cut to some random family in the middle of nowhere having their Thanksgiving dinner. They're saying their prayers. They're all bowing their heads. And the roasted turkey in the middle of the table pops up. It says, do I smell a sequel? Biatch.
Biatch.
Remember Biatch?
Yeah. Some things are best left forgotten.
Then we just get the little teaser. The story continues in space.
In space.
And that's Thankskilling. But Asherz, that's not where this series ended.
No, unfortunately.
No. So I never watched 3.
Oh.
And I definitely didn't watch 2. So what can you tell us about the 2 and 3 sequels?
I gotcha. Yeah. 3, the only thing I tell people about 3, because after you watch Thankskilling, you want more. You're like, that was great. I would love to have some more. And you turn on Thankskilling 3, and the only thing that you need is the first, 2 minutes of that movie, where it opens up with our friend Wanda Lust, again, reprising not her role, but now she's in space, floating around with her boobs hanging out in a spacesuit.
Oh, zero G tits.
And Turkey kills her, and he says, "Nice tits, bitch, in space." And then we get probably one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Honestly, it's just the whole joke is that Thankskilling 2, they're like looking for Thankskilling 2, but there's like more puppets than just Turkey. Turkey has a family now. A wife and a kid.
No, Turkey likes to fuck.
Yeah,
and it's ridiculous. Don't watch it, but do watch that scene. That's worth it.
Okay, I'll download just that scene and put it on the Blood Bank.
Scene. Yeah,
thanks. I'll watch it on a loop.
It'll be Thankskilling 3, the Asherz cut. I will say this. You know what this one reminded me of? And if you want to do a double feature of Thankskilling and something else, throw on Dude Bro Party Massacre. That is the same era and level of stupid horror comedy. Bonus, it's got...
Yeah. I've never seen it. Yeah. And, this is like the 4th time this movie's been brought up to me in like a month. So it's...
Really?
Didn't we stream that, Eddie, one time in the Discord?
We did.
Okay. That one I remember, yeah.
Yeah, it's on the Blood Bank, Asher, so go take a look at it if you haven't. It's one near and dear to our hearts in this household. It was filmed in Chico, California, which is where my wife is from, and it's got Patton Oswalt in it. So make of that what you will. So anybody else have something in a similar vein if you want to get a little more Thankskilling style action in your life?
No, let me tell you, I've watched Jack Frost, the scary one, not the one with Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
And some people compare it to that. No, this is way better than that. It's way better than Ginger Dead Man. There's just nothing really. Personally, I don't think there's much like it.
Yeah. What about like that?
I think it's just perfect movie the way it is. It's just it just walked that line so perfectly.
Yeah, I was maybe that Piranha movie that was up there.
Yeah, that's another movie that knows exactly what it is, but doesn't go too crazy.
Yeah, I don't think it goes nearly as crazy as this. So
No.
yeah.
Or what about Treevenge?
I haven't seen Treevenge.
Okay, yeah, watch Treevenge.
That sounds good.
Okay.
It's a short film too, so.
Okay.
It's an arbor of love.
Oh man, Tim.
Yes.
No more of that. Your new.
I'm telling you, I like these animals, man. Jesus Christ.
Oh man, so I think that about wraps it up. This is going to be a bonus episode, but Asherz, anything you want people to pay attention to on the internet?
Well, sure. If you like what I do here, you can come hear more of it. But real life horrors over on my podcast on Wednesdays, we talk weird. And you can follow me on Instagram or Twitter at It's Asherz with a Z. Or you can even follow me on Facebook, Ashley Hilt. I'm there also.
Yeah, in case Twitter
Just in
implodes,
case.
make sure we get all of our socials
Exactly.
out there. Yeah. And you can always find me at just bloodybits.com. You can join our Discord, right? There's a bunch of fun people in there talking shit all day, and I doubt
Yeah, not too many uses of the N-word like there is on Twitter.
Yeah, just enough, right, Tim?
Yeah.
Just
Just
enough.
tastefully.
Yeah.
Jesus. Although, if Charles is in there, you will occasionally get tasteful blackface, so you just got to watch out for that. Or if David's in there, you'll get tasteful reface.
Nothing tasteful about either one of those two.
All right. So, Asherz, thanks again for joining us here. And to all of our listeners, happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, thanks for giving us your money.
Perfect, Tim. We'll cut it there.